Alright, now it's time to go ahead and edit our opt-in form settings. One of the cool things about this package is we've created the ability for you to actually add any form code from any third-party autoresponder. So no matter if you're using Infusionsoft, you're using a One Shopping Cart, Aweber, Autoresponse Plus, ProFollow, MailChimp, Constant Contact, any of those different third-party autoresponder series programs, you can create your form code, and you don't have to worry about it messing with the way that things look. Sometimes when you create a form code in those third-party systems and you put that in paste it into your form, it can look pretty wild. So we have this really cool thing called a form code detector. All you have to do is just click inside this box, and all the steps are listed here. You can just read that if you like. Click inside the box, and you want to paste your code. I'm pasting in some Aweber code here automatically. And what this detect form code button will do is this will actually pull out all the variables that we want to make our squeeze pages look really good. So it doesn't mess with the actual squeeze page layout itself. It's going to look clean, and it pulls out just what it needs. So we click the detect your form code button, and it actually will pull out exactly what we're looking for. The action URLs, the opt-in name field, you can turn this on or off, which we're going to get to in just a second, and it's got the actual words that will show up there. So now that we put this form code in, let's just go ahead and save settings real quick. And let's go take a look at our form code. Now you see that previously with a form code we had first name and primary email all listed out. If we refresh this, that should change now to just name and email. Now we don't want just name and email because I don't really like the way that sounds. I like some people will write their first and last name in there, and you don't want that. You just want your first name typically when you want those things. So you go back over to the opt-in form settings, and let's go ahead and change this to first name, and then we'll change this to primary email. And why you want to put primary email in there is a lot of people have emails that are secondary or third emails that they use for maybe purchasing products, or anytime you put something in that you think you might start getting spam from, if you're a little bit savvy about how the internet works, you're not going to get the primary email, which means that if you send them an autoresponder message, they're probably not going to see it because it's probably going to get filtered and go to their junk or go to a email box that they never really check. So make sure that you ask them to give you their primary email. So we've made that change quickly, and let's go ahead and just refresh, so we'll see what that looks like. As you can see, we refreshed it, and now first name, primary email all pops up. And because we did the form code generator, I should say the detect form code button, all the form code is perfectly fit, and there's not a problem with it at all. It's going to work perfect with no problems. Some people these days don't want to use a name field in their opt-in, so we've given you the ability to turn that on or off. So let's go ahead and turn that off, hit the Save Settings button, and hit the refresh, and you'll see that the primary email is the only thing that shows up. Some people like to do that. They like to change it up a little bit, what some people call a pattern interrupt. Everyone else is using typically first name and email, but if you use primary email only, you maybe would increase the chances of someone just putting their information in because it's more private. They don't need to worry about a first name, or it's just easier. One field to put in, watch now, click the button, you're done. Okay. So let's go back over here to our opt-in form settings again. And I'm going to turn the first name field back on because I do like that. Where it says opt-in hidden fields, don't worry about this. This is just stuff that actually gets extracted that you don't need to worry about, that you put in here. This is hidden things. If you wanted to change, for example, a page, say for example you wanted to send people on this that have opted into your email with their email or whatever, send them to a one-time offer or send them directly to the thank you page. The opt-in hidden fields, this is where you would actually do that. Okay, you go in here where it says input type. You would change this. Right now this is showing squeezepages.com/one-time offer. You would change this URL to whatever your one-time offer is if you wanted to do that. Or you can send them straight to a video, or if you notice we have these extra pages up here at the top. This extra page setting area will give you the ability to create other pages, video pages, one-time offer pages, webinar pages, for example, if people are signing up for a webinar, so that you can put those links in here and it'll send them right to those places. Okay, and then right here we have the redirect links. You can actually have that stuff come to people as far as redirecting them to another website. And this is all the hidden form field stuff. Okay, only if you know what you're doing. If you're an advanced user, then you'll mess with this. Otherwise, I would say just send people to the standard opt-in form. Have them, double click the the double opt-in, so they make sure that they've opted in the second time, so you got the best deliverability for your people. And just leave it at that. And then you can send them inside of your Aweber form code upon successful completion of the second opt-in, the confirmation link when they click on that. Then send them to your page where they're going to go. If you set it to them too early and you have double opt-in turned on, what's going to happen is your people aren't going to get added to your list unless they opt in, because they're going to go here, they're going to see exactly what they were trying to get, and there's no reason for them then to opt in. So make sure that you don't mess with that unless you really know what you're doing and you understand it. All right, next thing. At the very top, we have opt-in boxed headline. We got this turned on right now, and it says grab your free videos. Well, in this squeeze page, we're not selling videos. We're actually giving people the chance to download software. So we'll change this to grab your free software. Okay. Okay, so that makes that change real quick. We also have the ability to add opt-in box text. And right here it says, get your free videos to enter your name and email address in the form below. So we'll say, to get your free software. Okay, you can turn this on or off too, by the way. You can turn the headline on, you can turn the headline off, you can turn opt-in box text on or off. And we've got different, and the opt-in spam notice would be the next. We'll never sell or give your information away. We also hate spam. Okay, let's go ahead and save the settings on that. You can turn that on, off. You can change things. I definitely recommend that you leave the privacy setting here, because that really will help people feel good about giving you their information. As you can see, grab your free software. Get your free software. Enter your name and email address below, and there it is. Very simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back over here to where's it at? The opt-in form settings. Scroll down a little bit more. Now we have the ability to change the arrows. As you remember, on this page, we've got the black arrow set right here. It says just hand-drawn, get free access now. We've got a couple versions of that. If you want to change it to blue, you click this button, save, and that will automatically change to the blue. Or you could do the same thing with the red. So let's go back over to opt-in settings form area, and we can also change that to an arrow, like just a blinking arrow if we like. Save settings, and you'll see that pop up, and you'll see the blinking arrow. So that will actually draw people's attention to the blinking arrow and make them go over here to this area of the website where they see the grab your free download. That's why we made it blinking. You can also grab one here that's not blinking if you chose to use this other arrow here. I'm going to actually use the red get free access because I like that. And we can also change the button. Notice right now we've got this watch now, this big red button. We've got the word saying watch now. Since we're not selling or giving away, we're not really selling anything right now, giving away our videos, we're going to be giving away software. So we're going to say download now. Okay, and I'm going to actually make that all caps and type it right. Download now. Okay, and you can choose to change that box. I'm going to change it to yellow. Hit the Save Settings button. And we're going to go back over here. And as you can see, it now says download now. We're using the yellow button. We've got the red free access. And quickly we can make that many changes just within one setting. Now, every time that you make a change, you don't need to go, if I just make one change here, you don't need to go and hit the Save Settings button and make the next one. You can make the changes on this entire section, then hit the Save Settings button. And in fact, if you didn't catch one of my earlier videos, any of these settings on the left-hand side, you can literally, if you're in a hurry, you can run through each of these settings, make changes, and at the very end, once you get to the bottom one, you hit the Save Settings button. It will change all your settings immediately for you. So there's definitely speed ways of setting up your squeeze page if you choose to do that. Now, here's something too. Like, there's always new software coming out. There's always new autoresponder series, not series, but programs, third-party programs and things. If you decide that you'd prefer to use your own opt-in form code and not go with the way that we've got ours laid out, say, for example, the way these boxes show up just kind of bug you. Or, say, for example, your autoresponder form code that you've created doesn't work with our system for some weird reason. Who knows? We have tested almost every system out there, and it all works perfectly fine. But say something, for example, didn't work the way that you want it to work. All you got to do is just turn the opt-in form code, the custom form code on right here, and then you paste in your form code, which right here we have this Aweber form, and this will actually disable all of our form settings. And when you hit Save Settings button, it will, when you refresh, you'll see that just our generic Aweber form code pops up, which is totally different than everyone else's, than everything else we set. So this is something you would set in the back end of Aweber or whatever your autoresponder system would be. And we're going to go ahead and go back here, which is opt-in form settings, and we're going to turn that custom form off. Okay, and we're going to refresh our page again, and you're going to see the form pop up the way we like it to pop up. Okay, so that's pretty much, in a nutshell, the Optin form settings area. There's a lot of really cool features here with the different types of arrows and buttons, and you can put whatever text you want over top of it. So dig into this. These are things that you can split test too, by the way. So if you want to split test this, maybe a red button against a green button versus a yellow button, or a blinking arrow against a hand-drawn arrow, you can actually go to our split test settings at the top. Once you get to that video, once you've set up your main squeeze page, you can go and decide to replicate this particular squeeze page into multiple versions, and you can split test them against each other using a Google Optimizer code or some sort of an optimizer code from a third party. Okay? Anyway, don't want to get everyone confused. Go ahead and edit your Optin form settings right now, and I'll catch you in the next video.